Yeah, okay. Cool.
That's on the roller.
Alright.
So what do you want to talk about?
Fuck, everything, nothing.
Who are you and what are you trying to get off the ground?
Alright, those are 2 questions. 3 questions.
Yeah.
So first question, who am I? I'm Jennifer Elizabeth Valdez, and I am CEO and owner of Heaven Sent Senior Care, Angel Care Hospice, Golden Soul Home Health, Vitale IV Infusion, and Vitale Aesthetics. I also am a part of Shakedownz Productionz, so I wear many hats. I'm still trying to figure out who I am. So the second question, I'm kind of like, oof. I don't know. You tell me. You guys are gonna tell me, right? Who is Jennifer Valdez? Yeah. So my story, my background story is the interesting part, right? Everybody wants to know about the homeless girl that like became CEO and runs her own life and tells people what to do now. But I try to always remember that we learn from each other, we grow together. Nobody does anything alone, So, for example, our host over here, you guys. So we've been working together for a little over a year now, and that's part of the whole like coming up together, helping each other, being there, supporting. That's really about everything that I want to represent, which is why I started from Gen to Generations, because my background, my history, my experience, my effort and work that I've put into building this life and lifestyle that I have comes from wanting to be an inspiration, someone that people can aspire towards or look up to. And I think that has to do also with being an older sister. I'm an elder sister, so I have younger siblings, and growing up in the home environment in which we did, it wasn't always perfect, and so I was more of a mother figure at a very younger age, which led me to be the leader that I am. And I feel very fortunate that I was able to see that at a young age, that I was a leader, and that I kind of kept falling out of the box. Like, that little box that they try to put you in school? Like, we all sit down, duck, duck, goose, whatever. Yeah, I was kicked out of school all the time. But, I'm sorry, what was the question?
So what is your main purpose with one of your companies?
So,
like, what are you trying to get out of it?
So here's the thing. And I'm gonna take that question with a very long segue. So I am a spiritualist. I believe in manifestation and setting your mind towards specific goals. And I believe in the process of setting smaller goals in order to reach the bigger goal. And in order to reach the bigger goal, you have to come across your own personal milestones towards success. Whether that is developing a schedule for yourself and knowing okay, I have to get my body used to getting up at 4 in the morning to get through nursing clinicals at a hour away clinical site, right? Yeah. It's just you program yourself to get ready for the success. And for example, cardio, right? When you're thinking about doing some freaking cardio, like running, the bike, whatever it is. Nobody wants to do cardio. Okay, maybe you guys do, but I don't. I don't want to do cardio. What I want is the result from putting in the effort to get that done. That's the end game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, out of this whole thing that you have going on, the purpose is to bring people together?
Yes, bring people together to have them come to a different understanding, if they don't already, about growing together in partnership. Because I feel like a lot of the time success is tabooed. You can't necessarily be around people that are not wanting to elevate or get to their own personal level of what their vision of success is if they don't have the influence, the encouragement, the support, the love to do that. So I kind of felt like with my platform, I wanted to be that for them. I wanted to give other women like myself a chance to have somewhere with community, with growth, with respect, with understanding.
Okay. So bringing into this entertainment industry, what are you trying to get out of it?
Honestly, get out of it, not so much. Really put into it. Because let's think about this, right? I'm up in my ages. I'm not a 17, 18-year-old coming into this industry. I'm a woman who's already established herself as an entrepreneur in the world of industry and medical industry at that, which is, I mean, we all know. We talk big pharma, we talk like, I could go on. But yeah, no, I'm coming in as a patron. I started Placebo Productionz because I wanted to grow and inspire other artists. I myself have known I was an artist since I was 8 years old. I've been writing music, short stories, poetry since I can remember, since I could pick up a pencil even. And even before that, I remember myself just singing lyrics out into the universe as a very, very small child. So you kind of already know when you have that inside of you, when you have that, and I want to say it's like our superpower, right? Like the artists, like we kind of have a mentality of inspiring. Like we want to guide people to follow us towards a school of thought or an ideation or an idea that we're trying to paint a picture in your minds of what it's supposed to look like, and then have you be the final illustrator of how it ends, right? That's the goal.
Okay.
Is to just like have like little thoughts in everybody's head planted where like it inspires you to then bounce off and have your own.
Okay, hold on. Let me. It's on. Making sure my shit was in. Sometimes just push the button and just let it go.
Just press play. Dude, I did that the other day with an interview. Zero audio. Gotta do it again.
This one has audio. I have to max up if it gets too noisy. That way I can bring it in. But it being quite like this is nice.
Yeah.
But so, what is your objective to building all these businesses at once?
Okay, that's a good question because it was actually developed in a very calculated, synergetic mentality, the medical aspect of it. Placebo Productionz is a like, fuck all. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing in the industry. You guys like seeing me? Like, I'm just here to like live that dream, right? No. But so as far as like being the medical CEO that I am, the reason the companies are established the way they are is for this reason. So once you get into your end of life cycle, you come into an age of, we're going to say 60 and up. And at that point, there are levels of decline. That it's just inevitable. Everybody's going to go through them. So it's a cycle of life. So basically, from the beginning stages of the end of the cycle of life, an individual can reach out to Heaven Sent Senior Care, to myself, Jennifer Valdez, and we can then establish a nurse to come out to the home and do an evaluation of the client, which is your loved one.
Yeah.
And we see where they are in the progression stage of that stage. So Heaven Sent Senior Care is my first baby. It's a caregiving agency. And what that purpose is so that loved ones that are taking care of another loved one at home and they don't have the experience to understand or handle what's happening, or they don't have the time because they have to work, they have children. I mean, we're talking about people that, like myself, for example, like I'm up in years now, and she says. Anyway, I'm not my age, 17, guys. You know that song? What's it called? They only love you when you're 17. When you're 21, you're no fun.
I never heard
That's
that.
the Hollywood mentality, guys. Anyway, so we're talking about individuals that are raising families, building careers, still finding themselves and their parents are coming of an age, baby booming age, where they need to be taken care of. And they don't have the resource or the money or the time to be able to be that person for them, which is then why they would reach out to caregiving agencies to come in and step in and take over and help them with that, you know, managing your loved one as far as like making sure they're eating okay, making sure they're taking their vitamins, like vitamins, medications, reminders, making sure like if they're diabetic, their blood pressure is on check, their blood sugar is on check. So these are little comforts that, you know, when it's added up, it's not cheap, especially if you don't qualify for government programs, which a lot of people don't know how to get into government programs or that they even do qualify for government programs. So that's another thing that I do as an end-of-life consultant. I do assess the families and like everything that, you know, they have going on to make sure that I'm not just going to start charging them for something that they qualify for actually for free. For example, in-home support services. Like if you qualify for in-home support services, you don't need Heaven Sent Senior Care. Heaven Sent Senior Care is for families that need extra help coming in and they don't qualify for government paid caregiving services. So aside from that, now we're going to talk about Angel Care Hospice. So Angel Care Hospice comes in partnership with Heaven Sent Senior Care. So when a family calls for Heaven Sent Senior Care, it's their first realization that they need help. It's their first time where they're like, hey, like we have a loved one, there's a decline, we don't know how to handle it, what do we do? So we come in, we do the assess, we start the help. At that point, the education, the guidance, that all starts. But then, you know, naturally, there's going to be the decline. So as the decline happens, we offer Golden Soul Home Health, which is the home health program. So home health comes before hospice. So home health is basically the client needs help with managing medications, nursing visits to help the family monitor vital signs. You'll notice with your loved ones as they go up in age, there's always like little something that's going on, right? There's always a little something that's going to have them have to go to the hospital or have to go to the doctor or whatever. So the hope is for us to keep them at home, to help them maintain stability and knowledge to the point where that's not a common thing where you're constantly taking them to see the doctor at the urgent care or whatever because your nurse is visiting and keeping, you know, an eye on their progression. So the hospice comes in where the patient is at an end-of-life stage. So they are diagnosed with a terminal ailment, you know, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but you know, it's a very sad subject, and up in years too, you know, 80 to 100.
Damn.
Yeah, but oh my God, these people are so amazing. Like, have you ever really had the opportunity to sit down with a 100-year-old person and ask them questions?
I'm going to in a couple of weeks or something. I have a part to do.
There you go. Yeah. So I've been in this industry since I was 17. And what I learned really, really young is I love asking questions. I want to know what you know. Like, my oldest patient was 106. And you better believe I sat next to that person every day. And I was like, so, tell me, we left off over here. Like, and you know what's funny? They say that, like, dementia, Alzheimer's, whatever, like, it's an in and out, right? Yeah. And it is very true. It takes specific stories, specific smells, specific memories, specific music to trigger their brain back into sync. And it's just such an amazing thing to witness. Okay, anyway, what was my question, bro?
So my question would be, why'd you start it?
Why did I start it?
Why did you start doing what you're doing?
Nursing?
What is the reason behind it? Because because everybody has a reason why they started or
Yeah.
they fell in love with the passion, whatever it is.
So you know what? That's also a double-edged question for me because I wanted to be a rock star, dog. I was gonna be on tour. I was gonna be like singing on stage, and I did for a little bit. But like I got pregnant with my daughter at 17, and that changed everything. Yeah, because you know what? I guess I'm a realist. At the end of the day, I'm a person. I like to think about end and beginning. And that's a part of being like a manifester, because like if you're gonna manifest something and make your reality your own, like you have to have the beginning, middle, and end of that situation, so that you're able to tell yourself, okay, this is where we're going, dude, right? So I'm fortunate I was able to do that at a very young age. So when I was having my daughter, I was like, okay, listen, like, I'm not gonna be like bouncing around Hollywood trying to like get someone to notice me and have a steady home environment for a child and be able to put food on the table whilst trying to like, I mean, how do artists even get paid when they're starting out, right? And I was fortunate again, you know, to learn that at a very young age, because at 15 I kind of like hurdled myself into the B-rated industry. And then I kind of got to take a step back and see what was going on from the perspective of somebody that was building towards having her own money, making her own income, being my own boss. And the reason I did it in that way was because, again, like I needed to feed my daughter, provide a steady home environment. So that changed everything in that aspect. Now, why I chose medicine instead of law or anything else, it's in my blood. My grandfather was a doctor in Spain who then got contracted to teach at the University of El Salvador medicine. So he taught medicine at the El Salvador University. And he, while doing that, and like, you know, I don't know if everybody knows, but like doctors that teach also do rounds at hospitals. So he was doing rounds at the local hospital where he met my grandmother, and then they had my mom in El Salvador. So it's very much in my blood. My mom then pursued the medical field as well. My younger brother is a nurse as well. So it's definitely something that like you can't run away from, you know? Like if it's something that like your hereditary does, you're gonna be
Watching, you grew up
exactly,
seeing, you grew up being around.
exactly, yeah. So my mom would take me to work with her sometimes. You know, I would go to her clinics and have to like be coloring on the floor, like underneath the desk, so the clients didn't see me. But yeah, that was something that like was a regular thing. And so I kind of also, my younger brother is a type 1 diabetic. So at like 9 years old, I'm about 2 years older than him. So at 9 years old, I was literally wrestling his little butt down and injecting him with his insulin because the nannies were like, they didn't want to do it. They couldn't deal with it, right? But like me, like being a sister, I'm like, you need this! You need it to survive!
Like, no, come back!
Yeah. And then I always had this like very scientific, inquisitive brain. And I didn't understand it until I got older and realized like, oh duh, you come from a medical background. Like no shit, your brain wants to like...
Picked it up.
Yeah. But like, I wanted to figure out how to rebuild the cells in the pancreas so that we could then eliminate diabetes, right? Because he is a diabetic type 1. But anyway, my mom actually wrote a book about being the parent of a toddler, adolescent, type 1 diabetic child, because my brother, you can imagine, my brother, wasn't easy. Huh?
Yeah, you're an author too.
Yes, I'm an aspiring author too, yes.
So what is it about you that somebody doesn't know?
Is it about me that somebody doesn't know? That's interesting too, because I'm pretty open. Like, I'm very, maybe that's not true, because I'm selective with who I talk to. So, like, I can just be like, hey, what's up, blah, 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 and, like, they'll never really know me.
Yeah.
But, and then there are other people where, like, we connect, and then I'm like, hey, dog, like, did you know? But I don't know, something about me that people don't know.
About you being driven or passionate about something that gets you going and that won't make you stop.
Something that gets me going, my children. Like, honestly, I am so blessed to be a mother. And it's so funny, too, the way the universe works. Because I specifically remember when my daughter turned 17, I was, like, doing a freaking happy dance. Because I was like, I'm done. I'm not, she's going to be 18. Like, I don't have to be a mom no more. Like, she's alive. I did my job, right? And then I got pregnant. And I think it was God being like, let me hold you down. Like, let's relax. Like, it's not going to be that great. No, but it has been amazing. Like, I love being a mom. And honestly, I do feel like as a woman, it gives me a different purpose and mentality of myself and who I am and what I'm putting out into the world, right?
Yeah.
Because at first, my daughter, she's 21 now. My beautiful Athena Jade. So she's 21, and I am so proud of her and what we've been through together. And she is just hopefully an inspiration in her own right when she decides that she's ready for the world to see her and see what she's about. Because she's an amazing artist all on her own. Like, she really is. But, what was the point?
How did you find your purpose? Because a lot of people have a purpose of what they are as they grow up, as they get into their 30s, their 40s. The purpose of, is it helping others?
Yes.
Or is it just getting information from people and be like, thank you, they're running away? Because a lot of people don't know their purpose.
Oh,
a lot of people find their purpose later on in life.
Yeah, no, my purpose is to be a leader. Yeah. My purpose is to show other people that, like, if somebody that's been through what I've been through, thought the way I've thought, like, I mean, you're going to read about it. I'm writing a book and everything. It's, my purpose is to show everybody, like, hey, if I could do it, you could for sure do it too. You just got to want to do it. You put in the work, put in the time. Don't second guess yourself. Let's go. Like, there, you know, and time. Oh my God, time. Like, if I wish when I was in my 20s, somebody would have sat me down and been like, yo, let's talk about time. Let's talk about time management. Let's talk about how many hours are in a day and what you can get done in a day. And what you think is important in that day versus what actually is important. And how much of your time is actually leveraged with, like, mundane tasks versus you could just delegate them. Yeah. Like, that was super important for me to learn that, like, my attention is needed in specific areas, but it's not so important that other people can't pick up and do what I was doing already, so that gives me the time to do other things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to this industry is always a go, just don't stop it.
That's true.
How can you dedicate your businesses, or even one of them, into this industry to let people know of who you are? Because I have people around me that have nonprofits. They actually get up and go and get people involved in trying to get, not sponsorship, but let people know who they are. So I got behind a lot of it on the red carpets, or even like I've been invited to the top talent agency, and I did a couple of interviews there to let people know who. Like, some people are coming like, hey, I need you to come do interviews. Can you come do them for me? And let them talk about their thing of what, like, their spiel of what they're doing with their purpose. Even though your purpose is not to get money from that client, but to at least let them know, like, oh, you know what, I'm doing this, I'm doing that because it's happened this, happened that. So everybody has a purpose of why they started what they're doing. So it's like you have to sit down and dig into yourself and find out what am I doing? Why am I doing this for?
Right.
Because a lot of people, as you know, there's a lot of people out here that just do it for the money. They don't do
Yeah.
it for the passion, or
Right.
they don't do it to build that relationship,
Right.
a partnership, whatever you want to call it, and just build it.
Right.
So what gets you going on a day-to-day basis? Because you know the days you just like, "Fuck this,
Oh yeah, a
I'm
lot.
not, I'm not, I'm
Yeah.
not doing this today. You know
Don't
what?
call me.
Leave
Yeah.
my phone off and I'm taking the day
Yes.
off."
Oh my God. Yeah. And you know that's like fatigue.
Yeah.
It's like really like when you just run yourself ragged. It's such a real thing. And like as somebody who's like an overachiever, like for real, like I'm an overachiever. Like I gotta get the straight A's. I gotta fucking finish it to the see-through. Like when I'm done, my name is all over it. Like
Yeah.
I was running around circles, but yeah,
Because what I want to do is I want to be able to find out who you really are. I'm not the one that sit back and say, okay, let me select the interviews of what you do. So your reaction says a lot to who. Even though we got to know each other for the past year or two,
yeah,
even my wife worked with you. But at the same time, it's like I want to get to know the other side of you that helps with other people. Because you know, a lot of people want leadership. A lot of people want to be like, I want to follow her footsteps.
yeah,
Or you could, or there's still times where even though you have 3, 4 businesses, can you take the step back and be like, I see what they're doing.
right,
Can I change what I'm doing to get? Nobody can tell you how to run your business because
right.
it's your business, your passion, your vision, your whole 9 yards. But like I had to learn at times to step back and be like, okay, I got to do it this way to act a little bit more professional.
Right.
Even though I keep my stuff straight. The interview is not, hey, here's this, here's that. What I'm going to talk about. I'm coming off of your energy, and the top of my head is just like, okay, what is this? What are we trying to accomplish here?
Right.
So that acknowledgement of being who we are as a person, as people. Because a lot of people don't know who I am, but at the same time, this is about you, about what you're trying to accomplish with your businesses, or where you're trying to get at, or who are you trying to help. Are you
Right.
trying to help just the mentally ill, the people that can't help themselves after a while, or are you trying to help youngsters that are just coming in to be like, hey, I can get you into the medical field if you need to, and give them that little push of doing what you're doing, but without actually dragging them into it.
So I'm gonna go back to my original statement about I don't know who I am yet. I don't know where I'm going with all of that yet. You guys are gonna tell me. I'm gonna be guided specifically towards the end game, right? Because right now I'm just kind of like doing what I feel. And so what I feel is I've personally developed a synergistic business plan of end-of-life care. That's that aspect of me. That's my CEO. I run and operate and oversee these companies with my partner, who's my mom. We are a female Latina owned and ran nursing company, and other than that, there's Placebo Productionz. And Placebo Productionz is me picking up where I left off in my youth. Because before I jumped into the medical, which is in my blood, I was writing music. I was writing short stories. I did start a screenwriting directing class in my high school. That was not there until I made that shit happen with our teacher, with our drama instructor that year. And now it's there. It's one of the first and few screenwriting directing classes in Los Angeles County school district. So I knew at a very young age that I was an artist, but I also knew at a very young age that I was a healer and a leader. So with that being said, I find that now that I'm at my age that I am now, and I've lived through the specific life experiences that I've lived through, and I've been able to make this like connection with myself and my ability to connect with people. Because it's taken a very long road to understand that success and failure and you know, the belief in yourself, the depression in yourself. It's all the cycle of life. We're all just trying to find ourselves. We're all just trying to find people to connect to.
Yeah.
So for me, being the nurse that won't leave your house until I make you laugh or smile, because I'm here for hospice, and like you know, I need to make that change in your life today, because it was my job to see you today.
Now,
You know.
what I've heard about you.
You've heard about me?
I even heard it through my wife that you deal with mental illness, or you have some type of non-profit, or how do you go about that?
So, I have deemed myself, I mean, hopefully I'm worthy, but I'm a mental health advocate, and I specialize in domestic violence survival. There's a lot that goes on with an individual who is physically or psychologically abused, right? There's a lot of mental recovery. There's a lot of having to understand and realize that you are a victim. You're a survivor of that victim. Don't get me wrong, because God forbid somebody call me a victim. But regardless, there is a point where that is happening, where you actually are being a victim. So the struggle and the mental battle of understanding that if you were strong enough to withstand that and overcome and get to a point of building, of growing, of just being able to connect with another person, because a lot of the times you get shut out from wanting to communicate what you went through or what you've experienced with other people, because it feels so personal. It feels so, you're ashamed, you're scared, you don't want to be judged by that, right? And I dealt with that a lot, actually. For most of my 20s, I hardly spoke. I'd be in party situations or whatever, crowded rooms, and how are you doing? I'm good, I'm okay, right? I'm good, how are you? Throw the conversation back. Don't focus on me, let's focus on you. Everybody loves to talk about themselves, right? So, and I think that's also something too to look out for. Like, if you are talking to somebody and they really don't want to talk about themselves, and they're super interested in who you are and what you're doing, and like, let's just focus on you. I feel like maybe that should be your moment to be like, no, but like for real, like, how are you? Who are you? Like, let's open up. Right? And I feel like a lot of the times people are so busy, and so, at that point, you're not at work, you're not, there for somebody else, you're not, like, expected for anything. It's your time to just, like, talk to people, like, naturally, openly. But there are those that's not so naturally and openly, and it does take some work for that individual to come into their own and understand,
Now, how do you reach out, or how do you attempt to reach out to people that actually want help? Because not a lot of us want help. Some of us want to be able to figure that out as we go on.
Oh, yeah.
So, how do you bring people in, or how do you let people know, like, hey, I'm willing to talk to you? Just to get them out. Because, even for me, I never talked about what I went through.
Yeah.
But, and so a lot of people know that some people need the extra help and you need to put it to the side. How would you go about that? By bringing them out and be like, hey, have a serious conversation about what's going on. Because a lot of people been through a lot of stuff, different stuff. So how do you go about if somebody has dealt with something that you never had, but it's in debt to them?
Yeah. So, wow, I honestly, like, and I've talked about this before, like, I feel like there's just this energy about me where people want to open up. Like, I've had people tell me things that, they tell me, like, oh, I've never told anybody else this. Like, you're the first person I've said this to in, like, 20 years, or, like, whatever. And I think it has a lot to do with experience with having been through, the trials and tribulations that I've been through, and having to find myself and understand like where I stood to myself in the world first before I could understand where I was going to stand to everybody else. And I just have, I don't know, I guess it's empathy, sympathy, love, passion, compassion. I really, I'm not going to talk to you and ask you things unless I really want to know, for one.
Yeah.
Right? So, and I think that people can feel that vibe, that energy. Like, if you're a genuine person and like you actually are taking interest and you actually care, there's going to be a way different vibe or energy, frequency transpiring towards the two people talking versus somebody that's just like, oh, you good? All right, bye, nice to see you, right? So I think that for that question, that's going to be my response, is I have just been extremely blessed with the capability of being able to connect in that human, in that level of human response. Like, if you are somebody that's like had trauma or lived through trauma, you're a survivor, you're struggling, you're coming out of it, like have you heard of the term kindred spirit? Okay, so there's this term called a kindred spirit where like when you meet someone for the first time and you guys are just talking, you're vibing, whatever, and it's like, dude, like I'm telling you shit that like I was not telling anybody. Like I feel like I've known you for years, decades, that I can just be so open and fluid with you. That's not normal. That's why it has a term. But for me, with my clients specifically, which is why my podcast is called From Gen to Generations, because I deal mostly with people that are outside of my generation. Everybody is much elder than I am, but I have been able to connect with that generation and the younger generation as well as my own generation. So.
So that's who you are.
Yes.
You got an actor calling you?
Yeah.
Answer it.
Yeah. Hello? Hola, mami, ¿cómo estás? Ay, no, muy bien, gracias. Pero mira, todavía estoy en mi junta. Ahorita te puedo regresar la llamada en como 30 minutos. Ok, mami, ahorita le llamo. Gracias. Ok, chao. Bye. Ok, sorry.
You're not good. This ain't. I don't do interviews like that's hard enough to hold you back. I just want to keep it comfortable, keep it laid back, and just open up and find out. Because I found out, for me, is that the more laid back you are,
Yeah,
the more people rely on you. Be like, okay, let's do this, let's do that, and it's but I've been doing this shit for I don't know how long. I'm in my 40s, so I'm like, there's no point in changing it. So I bring that interview where people catch up. I catch them authentic. Being authentic means, oh, maybe I can vibe with that. Something that's different. So, do you ever go back to get your hair cut by Miss Crystal?
I was just there. Yeah, she cuts my son's hair.
And she can cut your hair?
Not recently, because I'm trying to let it keep growing. Yeah. But she does.
Okay.
Yeah, I had some purple hair I was rocking last year. I know. Yeah, I know. We're in 2026. Last year I was rocking some purple hair. That was her.
So, what is the next project you got coming up, or that you're trying to get off the ground?
Okay, very cool. So my phone call I just got by Mrs. Jupiter. So she's a Latina, specifically Mexican dancer, and it's going to be a horror film about a female vampire. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have it like half Spanish, half English, first person perspective. So we'll see.
Okay. Now, are you gonna write that script yourself, or is
Yes,
it?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. When do you plan to release your podcast?
So From Gen to Generations is already out. We've been released for about a year. For about a year. We're gonna have some new stuff put up now because I released like a bunch of interviews and then I kind of had to take a break.
Now, do you have the Gen to Gen on YouTube, or is it on
Yes.
just?
Yeah, so From Gen to Generations, the Better Life podcast is on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon. Yeah, so you can find it almost everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you told me that you opened up the new one. What's
Yes.
that one about?
Yes. Okay, so that's a super exciting one. Okay, so let's backtrack to From Gen to Generations. So From Gen to Generations started because I was like, I'm a female entrepreneur. I'm going through some stuff, and I don't know where to go and ask for help or how to make sure, like, am I doing this right? And so I went online and I tried to find, like, my level of, like, where I was at guidance, and it just wasn't there. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just do it myself then. So that's why I started that. So I kind of felt the same way with Becoming the Artist podcast because I am an artist. I am becoming an artist. I am a non-traditional student. I'm a non-traditional artist. I did things very much my own way, and I'm very much building my own path and hopefully leading the other generations to follow suit. You know, it's funny because I keep being called New Hollywood. They keep saying, like, you're New Hollywood, and I'm like, am I though? I've just been studying it for too long. That it looks new. So I am this generation's version of female Hollywood because I'm coming in where I am my own Patreon. I've built a life where I'm the one in charge of how things go and where the funds get allocated, and the connections that I want to make are very strategically and methodically thought out of how to get it accomplished and done in the right way towards just inspiring people to do it too. I don't know, is that normal? Do most people just want to do things to have other people do things too? Like to help them reach their pinnacle or level of their personal version of success?
Yeah. There's a lot of people that are willing to help you and push you or even join you.
Beautiful.
To try to get up there more and more because it's about teamwork.
Right.
It's about networking with each other and building that trust or building the relationship, partnership with, and build that up. Because without it, you really got nothing.
Exactly. Nobody does anything alone.
So,
yeah.
So that broadcast that you got coming up, does it generate younger generation?
You know, I'm not really sure. Becoming an artist, I'm hoping that it does. It will generate artists, period. You know, whether you're young, old, you know, I hope especially old, because I find that that's a taboo, you know, in the industry where, you know, people think like, oh, I'm getting too old, or I'm missing opportunity, I'm losing opportunity, I've not been able to obtain this level of success by this year or whatever, and they stop, they drop out, they, you know, do what I did originally, seek actual, like, not actual, but like, you know, non-industry careers.
Wow.
And I don't know, and my daughter being 21 and an artist herself, I started teaching her at a very young age, like, art is beautiful, it's amazing, this is why I am like presenting your life in this way. Because I wanted to foster and grow and nurture all of that. But also the stability aspect of it. Where, yes, art is beautiful, it's great, it's whatever. But also, it's not just who you are. Like, are you a nurse? Are you a plumber? Are you, you know, like what else do you offer humanity as far as like compensation-wise? Because God forbid, you know, you're a guitarist, you break your hand, you can't play guitar anymore, now what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You have to have something to fall back on.
Okay. So, can you tell people where they can find you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys can find me at From Gen to Generations, the Better Life podcast on YouTube, and you can find me from Gen to Gen, so JEN to GEN on Instagram and TikTok.
So, I'm gonna put a little clip of what we talk about on IG, just to get them going. But this is going on my YouTube.
Okay.
And I'll text you the YouTube I have, because I'll do a lot of behind the scenes of it and release the unedited versions onto
Okay.
YouTube.
Okay.
And what I want to do to my YouTube is do that, is build the interviews. Or if I do documentaries or whatever I do, the long versions stay on there
Okay.
and get rid of all the low vibe stuff. But yeah, this one will be coming out in a couple of days. Once I'm done editing and cutting little clips here and there that, and
Okay.
just put it out there.
Yay. Okay.
All right? So let me shut
I
this.
hope that show is good, but.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How are you not cold?
I am, but I'm an artist, so I should live with it.
Oof. Yes, I know.
That's why I said give me the fairy thing.
You want it?
Well, if we're gonna start, I could live with it.
The cameras are on, so just to.
Makes me look rich. Very classic Hollywood, you know?
Classic Hollywood.
They always
Love
have
it.
the fair happening.
Okay, fine. Here we go. Oh, shit.
Woohoo!
I tried. Alright.
Woohoo! Okay, how can I get you both here?
Just do this.
I need to clean my lens. My lens is dirty. Save this and then.
Your podcast is called Shakedownz?
Yeah. I have a YouTube at Shakedownz Productionz
What was
TV.
called Shake Down?
Shakedownz.
Shakedownz.
with a Z.
Shake.
Like
shake
we're gonna shake you down.
down.
Give me your money, sucker. No.
Downs.
You wanna put this on?
Oh, you can
You
put it
tell
right there. You can put it right on the.
I was suggesting me and her like Sex in the City. See much clearer now. We make a podcast about sex and sexuality.
Yes,
Where we
actually,
answer questions.
I was pitching
about
it.
relation and everything. Because I had a TV show about men and women's sexual fantasy. And I read so many books and I have so many letters and like years. Sorry. Part of me came out just. Yeah, so I would be perfect for answering questions.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to put this on you?
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna put it like right here. The other one is like fine.
You know, I was on this TV show, The Paper, and the sound guy, they have to have two witnesses every time he comes, because I was wearing big cleavage and he has to put it there. But they have to have two witnesses
Yeah.
to watch the process of. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You cannot see it. The furry thingy fell off again.
That thing always falls off.
Well, this one stayed on. Here, let me see where the other thing is. I don't want
Does
it.
it fall off? It's here.
No. This part, look. I got it. It's fine. I'm just
We're
we're just gonna notch. Yeah.
And we need to have a lot of fluff as much as we can.
Lots of
It's all about the
fluff.
fluff.
Okay. Did we check to see if the mics were being recorded on my camera? Because sometimes it.
Action,
doesn't pick it
action,
up.
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's catching.
It's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
For
catching.
sure.
So this camera on both of us and this on me, or was it?
Yeah,
just
this one's on you. This one's on
on
everybody
the
here.
whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So try not to turn too much because you're gonna lose me. So I have to be here. Fake it, like when you play piano. Always.
Yes.
all fake.
Yes. All right.
You want to
Ready?
go first?
Sure. Hi guys, welcome to a special episode of From Gen to Generations. We're doing a collaboration with Shakedownz Productionz. Woo! And we are also here with the beautiful, talented, award-winning Sherry Leinhart. Sherry Laurent. We'll edit. Sherry Laurent. How you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I would like to thank you for this opportunity, and thank you too. And I would love to thank all of you for giving me the time to watch all of us. So thank you very much. I hope you will enjoy what we're going to be discussing tonight.
Yes, we're very excited about it. So, do you want to go first? You have questions?
No, go ahead.
Me?
Yeah,
All right.
do
Well,
sound check.
as always, I am prepared.
Okay.
So, Mrs. Laurent, I did a little bit of research on you.
Oh my
I'm not
goodness.
gonna lie, I did do a little bit of studying, the nerd that I am, and I did find that you are so incredible. You are actually one of our female generation's like pioneers in sexuality. You really have no filter, no barrier, no fear. You are the epitome of female empowered sexuality. How do you feel about that?
I feel very proud of it, and I feel
Good.
very comfortable in my life, in my skin, the way I run through life, the way in my relationship. It gave me a lot of confidence, and it gave me a lot of happiness too. And I wish
Good.
every female would have the same essence that I learn with life and experiences to get there, because it takes long time of me and life experiences to get there. I didn't born like that.
Right.
As you may know, I born in Iraq, which is very conservative, religious based, and I'm also came from a Jewish family. So to be sexually open and accepting yourself and be on TV in Australia is something like taboo.
Right.
And I have to break all the barriers and don't depend on the support of my peers and my family, because they didn't like that.
Right.
And just follow this voice in my heart. And in the end, funny enough, they all come back and they said, we admire everything you've done. We tried to stop you, we tried to tell you don't do that, but now we look back about your life and your achievement, and we're very proud to have you as one of us. So
Wow.
it paid back in the end, yeah.
Right. But you had to step outside of your acceptance, of your comfort,
Yeah.
and let yourself grow and develop into who you're going to be, for the people then to come back and be like, oh, you're amazing, we love you, we stood behind you the whole time. Meanwhile, you climbed this ladder yourself, by
Yeah,
yourself.
because life is all about experiences. Like if someone wanted to apply for a job to work for you, and they say, I'm good in this and this and this, but they don't have the experience, you're not going to believe them.
Right.
And I always say, even on my TV show, we didn't come to life with a manual, you know? I mean, you've got the Bible and the Torah and the Quran and all this, but that's not really real life. And we didn't prepare to that, because unfortunately your mom and dad don't teach you everything, and they try to protect you, and everyone tried to protect you when you're growing up. And unfortunately the only person who doesn't protect you is life.
Right.
So life is the best teacher and the life experience. And I learned it's not about making mistakes, it's about standing up, dusting myself, wiping my tears, and held my head high and keep going. Because that's the power, is keep going.
I love
And
that.
learn from your experiences, and don't use any experience as a shame and pull you back. Just say, I was there, I did it, I learned from it, and I'm a stronger person and I'm a bigger person now. And I could take the next one. Yeah.
I love that answer. So, let's see. I'm so prepared. I have all these questions for you. So, from your multicultural background to your global career, what parts of your identity most shape how you tell your stories?
I think growing up for a long, long time in war. You know, I am a child of war. I grew up in a country that I was, the name of my new book is Born to be Rejected. So my dad was Persian and was Jewish, and we born in Iraq during the war. So people got hanged for being Jewish, people get killed for being Persian, and people treat you like how they treated AIDS victim in the 80s, or how Hitler treated the Jews in Germany. And you realize that I did not do anything wrong to deserve that, and that gives you so much strength. But also, I saw people died, and I saw people cut to pieces in front of me, and it blew up with bombs and guns, and mothers lost their children, wife lost their husband, children lost their parent. You get very close to the essence of life and death. And when you understand that, you know that it's a very small journey, and it doesn't really matter in the end. There's very important thing is like love, kindness, acceptance, compassion is much more important than success and power and fame and all the things that, unfortunately, the new society is all based on it.
Right.
But that doesn't make you a happy person, and it doesn't make you a complete person. It's gonna make you shallow and thirsty and hungry. And
Yay!
That's what I
You're
do.
here!
No, that's what I do for a living.
we have to repeat this again.
No, we'll edit it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna make us warm.
Okay, so as I say, life experience during the war zone affected all the years that comes behind, and gave me incredible perspective on everything in life and death, basically.
Right,
What's this?
right. What an incredible perspective. A lot of us will never know exactly what kind of pressure and personal identification growing up in a time like that gives you, because there's really a separation between what first world, you know, in that time of how old you were, whether it was, you know, really young child, adolescent, young adults, like the mentality shifting from having to deal with that environment. Am I going to survive? Am I going to have food? Am I going to walk into a building and it's going to blow up? I personally have no idea what that kind of pressure is like.
And also you realize is something is very important is the power of death. You know, when you lose someone, like unlike everybody else, you grow up, you think you're immune because mom and dad loves me, you know. Mom and dad will never die because this could happen to anybody else, but it will never happen to me. My brother will never die. My son will never die. My husband will never die. You know there is a death, and you know there is a disease, and you know there is a cancer, but mentally you think this will happen to everybody else, but it will never happen to you. And suddenly, bang, it happened to you. And you think, oh my God, I just lost my son. I lost my husband. I lost my father. You know, that's not fair. This should never happen to me. But guess what? It happened. And you either keep going or there's no point.
Right.
All the points like, do you want to die? Or you want to just put it behind, be stronger, and keep going. And if you have this basically motto in your life, and nothing will break you anymore. Not a comment, not someone like, you know, someone doesn't like me, someone sent me a bad email, or someone called me a name, or someone made nasty comments. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't mean
It
anything.
doesn't affect you.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I went through hell and I survived it. I'm a survivor. And that's more important than anything else in life. Yeah.
Good.
So I want to know what made you in doing what you're doing now.
I believe in destiny, and I believe in voices from the universe. Like, I remember when I decided to run away from Iraq. And at that time, this is just like a crazy decision. If you do that, you're going to get killed. And my mom and my dad, they said, don't go, because you don't know what life is. I was very spoiled. And she said, you don't really know what's going on. But at that time, I said to her, I have to go. I must go. There was this voice deep inside me, which I call it destiny, which every one of us have, that push you to do things. You're scared, you're horrified, you think it doesn't make sense, but you still do it. You know, I came to Australia, I have my own TV show for 12 years, I have beautiful house, I have my fan, I have, you know, everything I needed. And there was this voice keep coming to me, I have to move to United States because my destiny is going to be there, you know. I need to approach more people, I need to, I was on TV for 14 years and I made huge big changes, but I think I born for a bigger thing. I don't know what it is, but I have the feeling. So I need a bigger platform, and the United States offer that. Because, you know, most famous stars comes from Australia, and they become internationally famous. And the more you become internationally well known, it will give you bigger platform to make changes. You know, lots of things in people's life. Good, I hope good, but it gives you most power. So we go back to your question, is the voice of destiny. Make who you are, you know? And obviously the survival mood as a human being, you need to survive. In the end of the day, you need to have a roof on top of your head, food on your table, you need to be healthy, and you need to be safe. Those are the most important things in life. Everything else is next. So you have to be sure this is provide, and because I am by myself, I didn't have anybody to provide this for me. So there's only me. I have to do it. And between that, you have to have dream that keep you alive, because my song said, "Dream keep us alive." You see, millions and millions of people wake up. You see them in the bus stop, on the street. They are lifeless. They don't have life. And what make them like this? They have job that they hate. They've been in a relationship they hate. They're paying the mortgage. They're doing everything by the book, but they never follow their dreams, their passion, their hopes. That's what keep you alive, because without them, you dead.
Yeah.
And that will have a price. You're gonna be basically, you're not gonna live the normal life. You're gonna be entrepreneur. You're gonna have days maybe you don't have food, but days you're gonna have lots of money.
Yeah.
And it's the dream keep you alive. So you have to do that. And that's how I progress. Is survive mode, follow my dream. Survive mode, follow my dream. Like I always say, okay, I spent 4 months working really hard on my acting career, and I saved enough money to pay the rent for all this month and do everything. Now I think I'm in a danger zone. So I'm gonna put my acting career on hold and go and work and save more money and protect myself for the next 4 months, and then come back again and do what I want again. In the meantime, for an artist, you always have to create something that keep you alive. So even when I'm working and doing any kind of job, just taking photographs, just doing fashion, just doing simple things every day, it will give substance, what I call it, fuel to my dream, to keep me alive. Because if you cut this, I probably would be dead. You know? So it's the balance between them.
Understanding the balance between following your dreams and maintaining your livelihood.
And trust me, it's always go a whack.
Yeah. Oh no.
You know, it's like since New Year's Eve and before, there's so many red carpets. And when you have red carpets, like you don't really have time to do anything. You just get the dresses right, get there, do the photograph, do the press release, and back, sleep 2 hours, the next one.
Right.
And it was like, now we mostly finished, and still there's lots of venue. I was like, okay, I need to calm down now, because I get invited to too many things. I can't achieve all of them.
Right.
So you start becoming more selective, and you start putting a plan about what you need to do. It just bring balance to your life again, because we all want to party, we all want to wear nice dresses, we all want to be photograph and have fun, but that's not going to get you the dream. Unfortunately,
That's your 15 seconds of fame.
I think I have it for like 12 years now. But yeah, you have to basically be aware, you need to work. And I always say on my show, everywhere I say, dream do come true. Look at me, I born in bloody Iraq, in Baghdad. Jewish, Persian, and the war were both of them getting killed. I had my own TV show for 12 years in Australia. I'm the first woman in Australia to have her own TV show. Australia I love you Australia, I'm Australian, but they're quite racist country. So for me to open all these doors is like pushing mountains. And everyone made fun of me. It was like everyone was just laughing at me when I said I'm going to have a TV show on TV. Oh, they're going to kick you out in 1 week. You're not going to keep going. 12 years and I'm still going. I went to RMIT University, the Melbourne Royal Institute of Art, and I graduated with distinction in fashion design. And this university for the rich and famous only. And I applied for it, and everyone made fun of me. They were making me as a joke. I was like, they will never take you, they will never accept you. But then I've got my tools, and I got accepted. And there for 4 years was a nightmare. But then I graduated during the war, during the COVID.
Wow.
And I have the degree while I'm doing the show, while I'm taking care of my son. And it was just a nightmare. And everyone said, how did you do it? How did you do it? Well, I don't have a choice, you know. I committed to study. If I'm going to study, I'm going to make the best of it. I commit to make a TV show, I have to do it. I commit to make my music album, I do it. I have a child, I have to take care of him. And I have a husband, I have to take care of him. I have to do all of it. So there is no excuse for me to fail in any one of them. How many hours I slept? Probably 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
I was exhausted all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm an actress. When the camera runs, like now, I'm perfect.
Yeah.
You know? regardless you have a flu, you are sick, your brother died, your father died, your mother died, you always have to, when the camera said action, you know. Sometimes I look at myself in the TV, I refer to her as the artist. And I always say, man, she's amazing. I know what she's going through. Look at her. When she speaks on the TV, it's like she's so much in control. Everyone wishes to be her, but they don't know.
Yeah.
And that's why I got nominated for the Best Actress of the Year twice. It's how you push all this back and deliver, because you have an audience that you love, and you don't want them to be disappointed. Yeah.
So, you move between acting.
Can I say thank you for a drink that purple matched my dress and my lipstick? She's an artist.
Cheers, baby.
Cheers. Thank you so much.
Of course, my
Cheers.
pleasure. Cheers.
And it's not purple rain, by the way. It's purple
So,
game.
Purple
We
Gains.
don't
There
do
we
purple
go.
rain. We do purple game.
So, I was asking, you move between acting, producing, music. How do you decide which medium best serves your story?
Okay, so my background was, at the beginning, I was a painter, because I'm number 10 of twin. I have a brother who is half an hour older than I am.
Half an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, in my culture, the boy always wins. He's my mom's favorite. So to be number 10 and try to get attention, to get noticed, you know, I have to play 10 times more.
Yeah.
So in my family, they did not allow us to, because the situation politically. I wasn't allowed to go out. I go to the school, I have a driver bring me back home. I was locked in the house all the time. I'm not allowed to have a friend. I'm not allowed to go out. So my dad gave me a lots of colors, painting, watercolors and oil colors. And they used to take me exhibitions, so that's what I started becoming as a painter. And suddenly I started winning award every year from the age of 9. And then my dad gave me a gift for my birthday, was a camera. And then he started buying me books of photography. And I start looking at the photography and fashion magazine and try to analyze why I love this photo. What's special about this photo? Everything I analyze, and I become, with the painting, with the fashion magazine, with the photography, I learn how to do makeup. So I become a makeup artist. And I start understand the human face. And then suddenly I got spotted. Suddenly I'm in the film on TV, and I was doing at the beginning commercial, and then I started doing on a big production. It was just like a dream come true, like a wonderland for me. It's like if you are creative, the moment they say action, I fall in love with TV and films. I remember my mom always say, you sit too close to the TV screen, you're gonna go blind. And she used to come and grab me, carry me and put me away from the TV, and I would the whole time. And then I go to my room, I lock the door, and I repeat the whole script of the movie I just watched. And suddenly, obviously, music. You can't avoid music, so I was singing. They put me with a teacher to teach me. They said I have a good voice. And I started having opera training at the age of like 7. And
Wow.
music training, so I was singing. And that helped me with getting more part. So it all came together until I start doing music theater, because I get noticed. So I start writing my own story, and then I'm good with people. So when I go out, everyone likes me. So I start having lots of friends, and I say, let's make a play, music theater. And I write the story, and then I start making the dresses, because my mom make dresses, and my sister make dresses, and I was with them. So I learned how to sew. So I was making dresses to all the girls and the boys and the musical theater, and then they start, like, I have 1,000 people come to the show, you know, and I was like really little, and I'm getting 1,000 people, like, and everyone starts knowing my name. And so that's when I got into acting, because I'm making show, I'm obviously always the lead, the star, so I always get the best part, and I always get the performance, and then you get addicted when the show's finished and people stood up and they clap, and you get high. This high is, no drug could give you this high, you know, and you get addicted. And then you start saying, okay, what next? What next? What next? But excuse me. So I loved artists. Like I was like Madonna because she was
Madonna.
changing her looks all the time.
Yes.
And I was watching her interviews and always wanted to know what is the next look, what's the next look. And then I become like her. I start changing my looks all the time. And then the power of fashion, because I watch all this magazine, but I didn't have lots of money. So that's what I learned to visit Goodwill and Secret Heart and buy extra size second-hand clothes, bring them home, wash them, and then cut the fabric and design my own dresses from the fabric. And then I go out on the street and people with cameras taking photographs. Oh my God, oh my God. So to connect the whole thing together is the photograph start moving with a sound, but then you could write story that affect people emotion. And you could make them laugh, cry, fall in love, hate something you don't accept and understand. And that's what the power of the film. So you move from there to there, and that's how I felt.
It becomes a visual storytelling.
Yeah, so I start writing the stories and making the films. And I remember the first thing I thought, I want to make a movie. Everyone laughed. And then I thought, okay, I studied system analysis, which is you do flow charts. So you put your dream, what is your dream? Make a movie. So you have to visualize it. Funny enough, now we have AI, you could see it with visualizing. We didn't have AI at my time. You close your eyes and imagine it in your brain. And I imagined, I want to put a poster on a movie theater and I want to put it myself and stood in front of it, look at the poster. So I thought, okay, that's the dream. So how to get there? Well, I can't make this without a story. So let's start with the script. Write a script, 15 pages. Then you need a camera. I have to find someone who has a camera. What they want a tape. I have to save money to buy them the tape. These are the old days with tapes.
The tape recorders.
Yeah, and that's why my first film was a black and white who went to 15 Film Festival.
Wow.
And I was talking to my agent and she was giving me really crappy parts. And I said to her, I'm a good actress. I could act really well. And he was like, oh, director, they want this and this and this. They want to have series of emotion in a very short time to flip from happiness to disease to anger to violence to everything in a very small part. And I thought, okay, so I have to write a story that I could show all my emotion in 7 minutes. So I wrote a story. And then I called a friend of mine and I said, can you shoot it for me? And I acted it. It was a very nice story. And then he edited for me as a gift. And he made the music to it. And here I am. I have my first film. Now I sent it to the casting director. He was like, oh my God, this is amazing because you really could act really well. Then she started booking me. But I wanted to show the movie to more audience. And so I rent, what they call it, it's like this club called RSL in Australia, which is a club for older people. And so I rent the movie theater because they didn't have a lot of function. So I talked to him, I said, can you give me the movie theater? I'll bring people on the door. You could charge them. I could show my film. And he said, okay. So I got the venue. But then how can I bring people to come and watch my film? I'm nobody. Okay, you have two type of people. You have men and you have women. Women, you could bring them if you bring fashion. Men, you could bring them if you bring a beautiful woman. Who has beautiful women and a beautiful man? Modeling agency. They have lots of beautiful women, beautiful men. They don't know how to do the runway. I know how to do the runway because I was model. I know how to do their photographs. I could help them with the photography because I'm a photographer. And I teach them how to be in public to make a dance. So I wrote a theater play. I think it was the 1000 Arabian Night, which is based on the book where I came from. I played Shahrazad, which is the lead actress. And I advertised it like this. And then I start going, get the list of the fashion designers, and I start calling them one by one. And I go and see them, and I said, your new collection, I'm going to bring you models, and I'm going to bring you a venue. Just give me your collection for free. And I will get the fashion show done for you. You don't have to pay anything. And I go to the modeling agency, and I say, give me your models for free. I will teach them how to do runway. I will take their photograph. I will fix their books, and I will introduce them to all the fashion designers. I go to the filmmakers and directors, and I said, I have beautiful girls dressed in a very sexy outfit. If you come and the casting directors, you could have I will give you free food. And then I go to the basically catering.
Yeah.
And I was really young, everyone liked me, and because I was full of energy, okay, we will give you some catering, we will give you some chips, we'll give you some soda, and then we set the venue. And that's how it started. They came and I played my movie before the show on a big screen. And I was so scared, it was like a nerve-breaking. I left the movie theater, I was out.
Oh,
And then I hear the clapping for the film. And when I walked in, they all stood up and clapped for me.
oh, wow.
That was my first film. And
That's
that
beautiful.
End up on a movie theater, like on TV, around 7 times. Because one of the women have her on TV show on TV, and she watched it, and she called me later. And she said, your movie made me cry.
Oh.
And I want to review you, and I will play this movie. She played it on her show, and then people start calling back. She repeated it 7 times. And then this is when I start putting it into film festival. Because I didn't have the money to put for a film festival. People start giving me money. So I could put my film in film festivals and start winning. So, as I said, when I went to New York with the Fuse Network, I think it was, I have a meeting with them. They gave me 10 minutes, end up 3 hours. And they said, there's millions of dollars on screen. How did you manage to afford all this? And I laughed and I said, with my charm. And they all laughed and I said my charm, not my body.
Yes,
Yeah.
love that.
I didn't sleep with
Yes.
anybody. People love me. Actually, one of the movies I did, which is the movie after, I booked a venue and the guy called me the night before the shoot where I have the actors and everyone else and canceled me because they wanted $300 for the venue. And I did not have $300. So I went to a bar and I was sitting there crying. Like, I have the actors, I have everything, I have even a cross being made for me, all for free, and I don't have a venue. And there was a guy sitting on the bar, saw me crying, and he said, I don't want to be interfered, but you're so beautiful to even cry.
Aw.
And he's like, what's going on? And I said, I wrote the script about this movie, and I have the actors, I have everything, and they said they're going to give me the place for free. Was a church. And now they're calling me and they want $300 and I don't have $300. And he took $300 and gave it to me.
Wow.
And I said, how can I pay you back? And he said, you made me cry. I loved your story. I saw your passion. I don't want it. And I said, what's your name? He said, my name is Randy. If you watch this movie in the end of the credit, thank you to Randy.
Aww.
And I remember I went there at that time. I had a boyfriend. And he said, where are you? And I said, well, I got the $300. They called me, and he punched me in the face. He said, no one gives someone $300 unless you gave him BG or something. And I said, I didn't do anything. The guy just gave me the money. And he didn't believe me. He just gave me black eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's in the movie of my story. So that's how people see your passion. You believe in yourself. And it's okay to ask. You know? I think it's harder in LA because everyone is expecting something.
Absolutely.
Australia is more charming people and they're more helping. And they give a lot of things to help you for nothing. Here probably the other want money or sex. Australia they didn't have that. They just really helped me to build, and that's how I built everything. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because a lot of people are quick to use what they got to get to where they're at. And there's a lot of decent people that want to help you, that want to see you succeed and push you.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that you be like, Alina, because they're the ones that be like, hey, we want to get you here and put you here with nothing back, just the relationship or the partnership that we build. So I'm getting that now in the industry that I'm in.
Yeah.
But all the people are like, no, I gotta get something from it.
So I went to the red carpet with Jennifer on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then I met a woman there, which has become my friend now. And she said to me, you know so many people, everyone knows who you are. And I said, funny, because I've only been here for like 4 years now, but I know everyone here. And she said, I'm not but everyone really loves you. Everyone said good things about you. And I said, in the crowd, you will find two men who say crap about me. One of them, he's pretending to be a director. He's not a director. He
Yeah.
doesn't direct anything. But he looks like Weinstein. I think I told you.
Oh, okay, okay.
And I said, I invite him to help me with what they call it, self-tape. And then he came to my house, and I was showing him the script, and he said to me, you have to appreciate I didn't jump you.
Wow.
So in my culture, if you say this to someone, it's like you get killed for it.
Yeah.
It's so disrespectful. And in my culture, inviting you to my house is an honor. So you have to really appreciate that and respect it. So to tell me that, it's like pulling a boiled water on my head. And I just said to him, I said, that is so rude. Do you think it's a compliment? I don't take it as a compliment. I'm a beautiful woman. It's so disrespectful to even say that. And then I was looking for someone to help me with my status with the visa to renew it. Thank God I renewed it. And he said to me, if you let me sleep with you, I will help you. I have to try before I buy.
Wow.
And I said, I want you to leave my house now. I don't want you in my house because you're just dirty and disrespectful and you're just like a Weinstein. Get the F out of my house. So this person apparently goes and tell everybody bad things about me. I even met him after time on the street, and I have a girlfriend. And I said, you know what? The past is the past. I see him all the time. Let's go and say hi to him. So I said hi to him, and then suddenly 4 people walk in, and they see how I dressed, and they wanted to know who I am, and I showed them my website and my TV show. And they asked him what he do, and he said that he's basically a movie director. I didn't say anything, but they suddenly got really attracted to my films. He got really pissed off. So he goes to my girlfriend and say, how long do you know her? He's like, well, for 3 years. Be careful from her. And then she gets to the guys and tell them the same thing. And then when he left, she came to me and she said, what did you do to this guy? And I said, well, I didn't allow him to apparently jump me. Why? And he said, he came to everyone and said, be careful of her. And I said, that's what happened. And she said, what a creep. You know? So that night, he was there. And every time he talked to a guy, the guy doesn't want to talk to me again. So when this guy, she said to me, everyone love you. And I say, yeah, apart from 2 guys. The other one exactly the same. Asked me out for a date. The night I met her. And then he was saying bad things about me to her and everyone else. She came to me and she said, dump this assholes. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
And she said, so I said to her, I said, I don't know you. You don't know me. You invite me to a party. Wasn't the right party. And I brought you, I driven you here, and you're saying bad things about me. I don't really want to have anything to do with you. So back off. And he was doing the same thing at that night.
Oh, we ditched his ass. We got in the car and ran.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
no.
like he was in the party standing by himself.
Right,
And I was
not-
surrounded
not
with everyone
okay.
around me.
Yeah.
So you will find crappy people who
Yeah.
they didn't get their way.
Yeah.
And so they're going to keep going talking shit. That's okay. But the more people, they all love me and like what I do.
Yeah.
Right.
And they should, because I'm a very honest person and I work really hard. And I help people. If they want help, I'm always there. Because you need to understand things. Life is about give and take in everything. You can't just be taking, and don't give anything in return, because people will feel being used and they will hate you. So you always have to give back as much as you can. And the other lesson, the more you give, don't expect the people you give, they're going to give you back. The people you give, probably they will let you down.
Yes.
Someone else, the universe, which I call it, whatever you call it, God, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, whatever you call it, he's going to send you someone who will help you when you need help. Not the person you helped, but just let it to the universe. Give as much as you give. And I always say in my TV show, give love, give kindness, give understanding, give compassion. Treat people the way you like to be treated. That's what we need more than money or fame or war or land. We need love and kindness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people, we're quick to say it, but it's hard to actually act it.
Yeah.
Right? So I think it's really it's a mental decision. It's an actual decision that you make to understand that within yourself you have the ability to be compassionate. You have the ability to have these emotions towards humankind.
I will give you a sample in a relationship. when you have someone who doesn't know you do something nice for you, you appreciate it so much. And every time you see them, you smile and be nice to them. At the same time, if you have a boyfriend and, you know, do something for you, you don't even turn and say thank you because you're taking him for granted. Because you think, oh, well, his job to do that.
Yeah.
What about if you change your opinion and say, well, he didn't really need to do that. He actually did it because he was really nice. So to appreciate and say thank you so much, and then try to do something for him. If we do this in our relationship, you will have no dramas happen. You will have more love and compassion and support.
Right.
But we are expecting too much. Because I slept with you, which I didn't, by the way, I'm just a sample. Because I slept with you, you have to do this and this and this and this and get the garbage and
Right.
clean the house and do this. And he doesn't have to do that. You know, I slept with him because I chose him to do that. But a relationship, what destroy it is expectation and not appreciation.
Right.
If you do appreciation and say thank you and don't take everything for granted, guess what? Your relationship will last long time and become stronger and more powerful. Listen to this from someone who's single.
I was gonna say, tune in for our new podcast we're starting, where you call in and ask us questions. we
And
give
you're always going to
advice.
find the right answer. Trust me. Me and her, we've been around this, what they call the playground.
The
Lots of
play-
times.
We lap the circles.
Yeah, lots
So-
of times.
So a question I really want to ask you, because I want people to hear what you have to say about how success feels for you now versus how it felt in the beginning of your career. Like now that you've come into your own, really horned into your talents, your passion, all your awards, your success, how is it different from when you first started?
Okay, I'm going to say something which answers another question. It's about aging. Boys, girls, guess what? You're all going to get there. I heard a line in a movie one time. It's supposed to be a very mean line. But I heard it when I was younger. And it hit me in my face with this line. And the actress, she said, I don't know what the movie is, I know what the actress is. And she said to her, welcome to growing up when your dream doesn't live here anymore.
Ooh.
Okay?
Yeah.
When I was younger, I wanted to be Madonna. Now I know I will never be Madonna.
Girl, me too.
You know?
And we all want to be Madonna.
But then look at Madonna, she's not happy. And like when you are young, I wanted to have, well, I'm still fighting for that, and I achieved 4 countries. I achieved 4 countries with my TV show, but I wanted to have it all around the world. I want to have few Oscars. I want to have Grammys and everything else. And my time is ticking now. But my belief is still the same, and I'm more reasonable. Because when they say, how do you feel about getting older? And as Cher said, it sucks. There's nothing good about it, you know?
Yeah.
But you keep going and you have different expectation in life. So for me, it's like, I have this question long time ago when I won my first award in an art gallery for painting. And they said to me, how do you feel, group number 1? You got, how dare you? someone
You're okay,
hit
you're
our
right.
camera.
Oh no. You're okay, babe. You're okay. Go on. You're fine.
I'm gonna sue you.
No. Just kidding.
Yeah, your memory is low on this one.
What happened?
I talk too much.
No.
No, her memory card is
My memory card?
yeah.
Oh, it got turned off now?
Not Press record.
Since when it's ended, thanks the God kick it out, otherwise you'll have nothing there.
Oh, no,
Memory-
it's a memory card.
Yeah, your memory card is full.
Okay.
So how much of it recorded?
It depends on that one. This one's still recording.
Okay.
Okay. Here, let me go turn on my laptop, I
You wanna
guess.
stop this until she change?
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. It's not bad, Sue. What did you do? Okay, you are on this? Cool. You don't talk to him? Why?
Well,
So you married?
no. Play.
Okay. Do we have to repeat the whole thing again, or what are we gonna do?
No, we're gonna just pick up from where we left off, I think.
So, what was the question again? I forget.
Let's jump to the next
About
one because
success,
you
yeah.
answered it. So let's go with where do you see independent film television heading next? So do you because you come from a place where you built and designed what we now see as television and film. So you are really.
She's not talking. I'm too old, all right?
No. I'm talking. You're a visionary. You are the essence of artists because you do from ground up. You don't just come into the scene with the painting. You have the painting. You have the story. You have the players. You have the colors. You give the vision to the people.
What I believe, in less than 2 years' time, as an actress, I will have no jobs because AI gonna take over. AI bringing Vivian Lee, Elizabeth Taylor, Marilyn Monroe.
All back to life.
All back to life.
Yeah.
And they are moving, talking, acting, and they're even more beautiful and more glamorous. If I have a studio, why would I want to pay you or her when nobody knows you and bring them and do a movie where I could get the people that already love and adore and they just want to see them again and make them the lead of my new film? So I think in the meeting we spent New Year's Eve. Do you remember the guy was wearing white hat? He said to me that he is a filmmaker. He make movies in AI. He refused to tell me his secret, but I watched his movies. Animation was like a real animation, and I was stunned. The next day, I have another film producer called me, and he said, "I want to invite you for lunch. Come." I will go there, and there's another guy have a movie, as you know, the flying dragon.
Yeah, the flying dragon.
His movie was all ninjas and the darkness and all jumping and doing all scrub. It's all AI. And I was like, well, I believe in destiny. I believe in messages from the universe. Meeting two guys doing film like this in 2 days, less than 24 hours, is telling me something. So I went back and I called my friend and I said, I want to learn how to make movies in AI. And this friend of mine, he's just like he's AI himself. So he sent me ding, 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 ding. And then I started watching all this. And in no time, I took a photo of myself and I said to AI, I only have ChatGPT, and I said, build me with, from this photo, 18th century, 1820, I'm running in the street of England. I am going to meet the man I love. It's raining, it's cold, it's a storm, it's fog. I'm fully covered with water, I'm crying. Here I am.
Yes.
Running on the street, it's on my Instagram.
Yeah.
So the more knowledge is power. That's what I say. So if you're gonna keep saying AI gonna take our life, yeah, it does. It's going to, and it's more than faster than what you even imagine.
Right.
So I'm maybe not gonna be an actress in the normal form, although I have a contract now to do a TV series. But in 2 years' time, I maybe will be the lead actress in my own film in AI. So it's better to get on with it and learn it, write your script, learn how to use this because you need to jump with technology.
Exactly, get ahead of it.
One example, do you remember Kodak?
Yeah.
You old. Do you remember Kodak?
Of course I remember Kodak.
Kodak was everywhere.
Yeah.
I remember the orange and yellow, beautiful photographs. Where is
The
Kodak?
booths.
Yeah.
You come, you drop it off,
Where
you
is
come
Kodak?
back later, you pick
Where
it
is
up.
Kodak?
Gone.
Out of business.
Digital,
Yeah.
You know?
digital took over.
It's gone. Yeah, because they didn't move.
Fast enough.
You know, fast enough. And I was going, it's like I do acting classes all the time. And one of the director, he said, the new generation, you're gonna have people like Brad Pitt and you know the big stars, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then all the B-list and everyone else, all out. You know?
That's so sad, though, isn't it? Like for our future, for the future actors and our future artists, because if we're gonna get stuck on the ideation or idea of who was great before, and that's all we want to see, we're gonna grab onto that, then we're never gonna know who's going to be great to come.
Okay, what about if I make a movie, my best friend, it's a woman's story. My best friend is Marilyn Monroe and Audrey Hepburn. And they are my besties. And it's all the same love, and it's all AI, and those are my best friend, and it's funny and things. Who's gonna be the real star?
I guess that goes again to the same theory of like, am I in love with art and progression, or am I in love with nostalgia?
But still, you're gonna watch the story, you're gonna love the story, and you're gonna find your idol icons that not exist anymore, but you're gonna feel so happy to see them here in front of you, alive, talking, in a new film, in a new story. But the real hero there is gonna be this one.
Yeah.
Because she's the one who wrote the story and brought those people. The only problem I found frustrating, because I'm writing a novel now, and with ChatGPT, everything, like I made a calendar of myself. I always wanted to model as pin-up girl 1950. And I know real artists who do it, but always photographers try to take advantage. So I always canceled it. Now I spend afternoon, I have full calendar, 2 calendars. One of me of dark hair, one of me of blonde hair, all the months. And all what I have to say, 1950, Hollywood glamour, pin-up style. What is the most important event in November? Valentine. Okay, give me a calendar page that I'm the star of it in Valentine. 1950 Hollywood glamour. And you go on my internet and see how beautiful the photos are. Now I could take those photos and move them with another AI and make a movie from them. So dream is never going to be enough. It's like your imagination is just, I can't wait. I can't wait to learn more.
Like an AI, as far as me being a cameraman, AI could take over, but it cannot take over the authenticity that we have.
The vision.
The vision that we have, us being human beings, AI can never take that over.
He cannot take it because he is listening to you. You tell him.
You're
It's
the
like,
director,
as example, when I was telling AI, makes me in a sexier outfit, blocked. My logo of Mashri TV is a lips. He made it, it's my lips. He made it 3D, was perfect. And then I said, make them kiss because Mashri is me and my darling. So I wanted to use the logo at the beginning of the show is like my darling and then promote kiss. Blocked me. So I have to go on another AI and say, move the lips like he's saying hi. And then the lips moved. And then I put, I love you. So you need to learn, like if you say, put me in a sexy lingerie, blocked. Put me in a sexy outfit, blocked. Make me kiss, blocked. It's like, hey, I'm over 15, just to know. I'm allowed to write things like that, so stop treating me like an idiot. But I think now they promise with this year, they're going to have a new adult content.
Well, there's always going to be a new and improved AI to come out and do something, because it's like every 6 months there's always something new, whether it be an app or software or something like that just comes out. But it's up to us to keep the creativity in us. Like I've had people tell me, can we do a photo shoot here, but put me in the hill? I'm like, I don't do Photoshop. I said, that takes away a lot from me. I said, I would take you to the hills, do it there, but it's a lot more natural. You actually see the naturality of everything. They're like, well, I don't like that. I'm like, I don't do Photoshop because it's a waste of time. It doesn't keep the drive going. It's just like, like people have told me, what would you do if AI took over and you just getting into this industry? I said, I use AI when I do my filters. I use AI when I do my edits that you guys love. So that can't change. But what it does is that it doesn't take away the networking that we do. Because we always can come up with different ideas on how to do things, which is the lovely thing. But AI also takes away the, oh no, well, since I got it, I don't need her.
Right.
But see, that's what I was talking about. Sorry, when we met this guy and I saw his work, obviously he's got incredible vision that he typed exactly what he wants.
Yeah.
Because when I was talking to another AI specialist, I said the outfit that he put me on for the calendar, very sexy, but I wanted it more sexier. And he said, why don't you describe exactly what you want to wear to them? And they will come up with it. So it's all come back to you. So this person that I saw, you know, like when I say, woman who is basically 26 years old. She has blonde curly hair, 1950 style, with a shiny curly black hair, and Persian eyes, with a green eyes, with a very light green, with a black ring around her eyes, with a French lips, you know, the top, like every single details. And I don't know if you used to read novels written by Russian writers, which I did in my time. And they spent like 6-7 pages just describing the environment. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's like 6 pages just to describe, and you get sick of it. But then it seems like
Chekhov.
if I take a photo of those and give it to AI and say, give me this, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's exactly what the written of this. So who wrote those novels is a creative artist. The AI only take his image and created incredible things and add to it. Like they add colors that I didn't even think about. And it's like when I do, like now my publicist said to me, you work so much on fashion, you have incredible photos, but doesn't get a lot of views. And you are so good with AI, why don't you make them move? So I take the photos, as you can see, and I don't know what's going to happen. And I just give it to him.
Yeah.
And then suddenly come up with incredible stuff. It makes me happy. It's like, wow, I didn't think of that, you cheeky things. It's like you have this very smart friend that always surprised you. And I built a trust. Like I live in LA for 4 years, and I work in the film industry. It's partly from Jane and few girls. It's really hard to make friendship because we're competing on the same part.
Yeah.
Isn't it horrible?
Horrible.
It's so sad, really,
Horrible.
because
We're competing on the same part. We're competing on the same man. We're competing on the same job. We're competing. It's so nasty.
and I think the thing too about that is like, for the ones that are extremely competitive, I feel like they forget the part where there's enough for all of us. There's enough for all of us. There's no reason why we need to be so competitive and hard on each other and jealous of each other when we should be elevating and guiding and succeeding together, right?
Like I don't understand the mentality of these people. Like on that night, the big night, you didn't come. I was in New York doing a fashion show, and that's 2 years ago. And I met a guy there. He was really one of the best looking men I ever seen in my life. And he did the eye contact. Called. And then while I was at the red carpet taking photos, from a distance I see the same guy, the same eyes. He contacted me, but we never got together 2 years ago, and I forget about it because I get busy. And I thought, I know this guy. So I went and I talked to him. I said, you remember me? And he said, yes, I remember you. I said, you didn't call. He said, oh, I lost your number. I said, bullshit. Because even if you lose your phone, you still have the number.
Yeah.
Funny enough, he's an international male model. And my friend comes to me and he says, Sherry, he lives in Long Beach and he doesn't want to drive. Can you take him home? And I said, well, I live in 1-bedroom apartment. I only have 1 bed. And he said, take him home. And I said, okay, if you're happy to share the bed with me, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I was like, ooh, I have the international male model. Wait for the details later.
Oh yeah, in the
So-
B-rail.
So we get to my house and I cooked him a meal. He had dinner. I gave him.
Look at you.
I was lying. The meal wasn't the thing. I just microwaved it. and I gave him like a towel. I said, "You want to have a shower?" And I said, "Oh, he's sleeping in my bed."
You're right. Yeah, okay, yes, please
And he's
shower.
6'7". You know, I have queen size bed. Poor me. And then he loved to take his shirts off. So
Okay.
immediately he took all his shirt off. I was like, wow, you're much better looking naked than you dress, I have to say. So I said, this is the soap, this is the moisturizer, this is everything, you could use anything. So I have a red light in my bedroom because I'm a good girl.
Oh, you have a red light?
Yeah, because I'm like a chick. I need to grow.
Roxanne. No,
I'm like a chick. I need to grow. I grow bigger with red light. So I turn up the red light, Roxanne, and I went to the bed. Just normally I wear sexy lingerie. I don't know why. I normally do that.
Are you buying this? I am though. Yes, go
So
on.
he comes and he's lying in bed. I was like, wow, you took the whole bed. And I was like, okay. He said, you want to turn off the light? Yeah, turn off the light. Good night, good night. I turned my back, and he put his feet on my feet the whole night. And I was like, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then in the morning, I wake up. He starts snoring. It was like, babe, you snore. Wake up. So I wake him up. He goes to the bathroom. He come back fully naked. Lying in my bed. I put my head under the blanket, and then he held my hand. And I was like, okay. I said I'm gonna offer you food and a place to sleep. That's all what you're gonna get tonight. Have a good night. And then he woke up, he put his clothes on, he felt disappointed, and he leaves. I was expecting text message to say thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Yeah.
Like, I offered him food, I offered him bed, I offered him shower. I only didn't offer him other things.
Right.
Don't you just have the manner to say thank you? You know?
Wow.
And then I found out that he blocked my number because he didn't get his way.
Yeah.
You know? So that's LA.
That's
Some people are like that.
yeah. That's
I just felt really
unfortunately.
disappointed,
Unfortunately, I feel like
Because I thought I really like him. And if I sleep with him, it's not
It
going to go
doesn't work,
anywhere. It's
yeah.
going to finish. End up. I'm a slut, I'm a whore, he did it, that's it. But I want to build a relationship with him. I want to build friendship with him. And I said to him, I say, I'm a professional photographer, I could help you with your photo. And if you want showreel, I could help you with the showreel. He said, yes. I was like, okay, so why don't you just accept my friendship? You know, just because I didn't sleep with you, it doesn't mean I don't like you. Do you think he felt rejected? I don't know, how man thing. But like, you don't even talk to me, you don't even say, like, if I was in his place, first thing I say, thank you so much for last night, I really appreciate it, I'm grateful, I will see you around. Just
Yeah.
say this.
yeah.
Don't block my bloody number,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna just slap him on the face and say, thank you for the companionship last night. And the message did not go. That's how I know I blocked my number.
Do you
What
know,
a bastard.
as a female in
He's a
this,
bastard.
a female in this industry, I absolutely relate to that because there's a lot of times where I feel like because I have respect for myself, because I have a level of like what I expect as far as human contact, not male-female contact, just human basis contact. Like I am missing out. Like I make people upset, or I don't do what's actually expected of me as the good, actress, model, whatever. The expectation is there of that, right? Like the compliant, complicit, like. You want a kiss on the cheek? Yes, I will kiss you on your cheek, and I'll be cute about it.
I
But
grew up in France. I kiss everybody on the cheek.
You know
Even
what?
my cat and dogs.
you know what? Like there in America, we don't do that.
You don't really?
No, we don't go around kissing cheeks over here.
I do.
You do here, yeah.
I do kiss on the
Yeah.
cheek, both sides. Yeah.
Good.
That's
We
why
need
maybe they
we need
think
to
I'm
bring
slut.
that intimacy into interaction so
But
that
then-
it doesn't get.
But then again, that's where you come from. That's
Yes, I have a.
genuine from that.
I have what they call it. We call it Hollywood kiss for the girls, and we have kiss for the boys. So on the kiss of the boys, you put shoulder like cheek on cheek, and you kiss.
Yeah.
Normally it goes out,
Yeah.
but you put your cheek on his cheek and things.
Yeah.
And with the girls, because they have makeup on, you don't put that. You just go mwah, mwah, because you don't want to mess up
Yeah.
makeup. And I was like last on this party, I went to the girls like, oh no, you put lipstick. I was like, excuse me, B, we know we are in the industry. We do Hollywood
Yeah.
kiss. Don't you know what Hollywood kiss is? Mwah, mwah, because
No,
I don't
honey,
miss your
most of
makeup.
them
Yeah.
don't. Yeah.
So I do kiss everybody because that's where I came from. You know?
Yeah.
But that's also shows that you have the sign for respect. A lot of people
And
take
not
that differently.
Yeah, and not like people are very arrogant here.
Yeah.
They're full of themselves, and because what I achieved in my life and what I live and who I am, I don't want people to have this impression.
Yeah.
So I go off of my way to kiss them and hug them and say hi, and that's why they love me, because I'm not snobby bitch. Because
You're
if I-
humble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if they don't understand it, that's their problem.
Yeah.
But
Because there's a lot of people that have their traditional way of showing respect,
yeah,
and there's other people that don't. So like, I've met so many people that showed me respect in so many different ways. I'm like, oh, okay, but
So
I don't
I-
take it nowhere because I know what they're doing.
so I will kiss you on the cheek, but if you say I want to jump you, I will punch you in the face. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's where I came from.
Yeah.
You don't do that, you know. You treat them like your brothers,
Yeah.
but you don't go
You show them respect.
disrespectful,
Yeah.
you know. Because you're my friend, I like you, I give you a hug, I kiss you on the cheek, but don't bloody come and say I want to jump you and stuff. That is disrespectful. That's really rude.
Right.
So it's a
Or
different
not
culture.
thank you for hospitality. That's
Like if I
absurd.
was there, like the first thing I will do when I leave,
Wow.
I'll just thank you so much for last night.
Yes.
I was thinking maybe he has a girlfriend or partner, but still, just say thank you.
Yeah.
You stayed in my house. You stayed in my bed. You know, it's like, come on.
Mm.
But
Wow.
so I called my friend who invited him. I said, "Your friend is so rude. He didn't even say thank you." And he said, "Maybe he felt rejected." I said, "Rejected for what? He wanted a place to stay. You know,
Yeah.
my private part is not on the menu. You know, my body
Right.
is not on the menu. I just offered him a place to stay, and I live in a one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
So I did everything I can for hospitality, and I
And to
respected
a
him.
stranger.
To a stranger. Well, I
Yeah.
met him 2 years ago, but it's like
Still, yeah, that's a
we
stranger.
didn't really know each other much. We were on the runway for a while, but hi. I was like, why would I want to sleep with you? He was like, yeah, you're a good-looking guy.
But some people take that as, look at me, like, hey, I'm doing this for you. It's like, hey, so a lot of people have that fast life. We call it here. We call it fast life. We was quick to be like, hey, how you doing? You're like, okay, I feel disrespected to say, but it's fast
Yeah.
life. That's especially that's the way I grew up. It's fast. Like, hey, let's go. It's like, now it's like, slow down.
Yeah.
I'm very proud. I always talk about it. My mom was a virgin and married to my dad was a virgin, and stayed together 60 years. And I have 4 brothers, 4 sisters. And my mom always said to the girls, you know, tease but never please.
Yeah.
You could dress sexy, you could look beautiful, but never ever act like a slut. And man will never marry you if you open your legs. If you like a man and you want him to marry you, you know, put him on fire. We have a saying, say, if you like a bull, wear red and shake, which is
Yeah.
like the Spanish people.
Yeah. to
Yes.
draw the
So
attention.
tease
Yes.
him, drive him crazy until he come to you. But when he want to come to you, say, okay, the ring, put the ring on
Yeah.
my finger, marry me first, say I do, and you can have whatever you want.
Yeah.
So that's how I grew up, and all my sisters kept their husband forever, and until the husband died. Like I have 2 widows. But this is where I came from. So to come here and it's like in the film industry, and I don't know, because I'm foreigner or because yes, that's the problem when I was trying to sell my show. On the show, it's like Madonna said, when you're on stage, you're a performer.
Yeah.
So you act sexy, you dance, you be provocative, you do sexy stuff, you wear bloody corset and do everything on the stage. You performing. You want to give people performance, like Beyonce.
Yeah.
But when you sit on the table with businessmen and trying to sign a deal with them, you are the businesswoman. You're not the one that you see on the
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah,
And they need to understand that. They need to understand this woman
Can you
worth
high
lots
five
of
for
money.
that? That's
Yeah,
absolutely
There's
correct.
a lot of
Yes.
people that don't understand what they're trying to do, because a lot of people don't understand you got the, hey, how you doing? Told them, okay, let's knock this out the park. It's
very hard for
Right.
women. It's misogyny
So,
on this.
A lot
Absolutely.
of people get that because here in these states it's fast. Like there's no separation for business and entertainment or personal. There's no
Let me tell
difference.
you a funny experience. I went to Hollywood film festivals. I'm trying to distribute my TV show. So when I go in the morning, I wear Chanel suits,
Right.
and I was in a film festival, and I met those distribution guys, and I tried everything I can to get an appointment with him so I could talk to him about the show. He did not give me any time. In the evening, I saw this beautiful girl. She's Spanish, and she came to the after party, and she's wearing a dress. Unless you are a prostitute, you will never wear this dress. And the guys were like, you could see everything. She was see-through.
Yeah.
She was wearing G-string, her ass showing, everything. And the guys were really treating her like prostitute.
Yeah.
And she became friend with me because I dressed really well. And I said to her, don't you feel annoyed by the way they treat you? Like, I mean, why are you dressed like that? And she said to me, I've got film on Netflix. I was like,
That's all she cared for.
This is
That-
this is my power.
So next day, I got a dress in my car. And after I met this guy and I wanted to have an appointment with him, and he said no. When I went to the after party, I changed in the bathroom to this extremely sexy dress with all my boobs out and short and legs. I was the most popular girl in the party. And the
Good
same
attention.
guys come to me, they want my number so they could take photo and take me out for dinner and drinks. I was like, I'm Cherie. I was talking to you at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when I have an appointment. He was like, what? And I said, I am the same girl, but you met the businesswoman, now you're meeting the woman.
Yeah.
I'm the same person. You refuse to see me there. Now because my tits is out, you want to have my number and you want to have a photo with me and do all this. And it's just, that's reality. You know?
Yes, because it comes down to basic human psychology. We're animals.
Yep. We all are.
We're animals.
But then if I meet with him, I will be left in a two-way. If I don't give him what he wants, which probably I'm not, he's going to get pissed off and feel rejected and not going to help me. And if I sleep with him, he probably think I'm a slut and a whore and just get
And
him
still not
everything
give you what you
and
want
not give
anyway.
me anything. So
Yeah.
where the hell I stuck in the middle? So what I'm doing is like now I found this very boring but very successful businessman from London who also wanted the same thing. But I went with him to his hotel, to his room, and I helped him to dress, and I sit on the computer. I helped him with lots of computer work. And then I said to him, listen, you could actually screw me, but you could make millions of dollars of me. If I was smart enough, make the $1 million and I will book you the most hottest sexy hooker and I will pay for it in the hotel when you give me the millions. You don't need me, I'm too old.
Yeah.
But use me to make the money with me because I could make you really rich. Sell my show, make me so much money, I will book you 1, 2, 3. I will get you the champagne. I will get you the girls you want. And that we made a deal together. So it's like the girl said, I'm always going to watch with a stick. I'm not going to join the action, but I will watch you. And if you don't do something right, I will hit you on the stick on your head.
So I have a question for you, Sherry.
Yeah.
Out of all the hats you wear, all the personalities, everything you've been through, what can you tell me feels the most like home? Are you the actress? Are you the model? Are you the fashion designer? Are you the singer, songwriter, the producer, director? What is your, or can you say?
Okay, very simple things. When I go to my apartment or when I go to my bed at night, I'm very happy, I'm very proud, and I'm very content of being a good person.
I love
That's
that.
all what means to me. I have a good heart. I don't have any hate. I have lots of gratitude to God of everything He gave me. I don't hate anybody. I'm full of hope and dream and love. I have lots of pain because I lost my son and my husband, and this is going to live with me to the day I die. But I still love them, and I still talk to them, and I'm happy to be who I am. And I don't care about what everybody think of me or say. I go on the internet sometimes, like I told him, and I read crazy stuff. I have websites being put about me in Australia, and I think I went one time to buy something from Calvin Klein shop, and the girl said to me, do you know that there's a website about you on Facebook?
What?
Wow. And I went there and I cried when I read the website. It was a big mistake because there was like 5,000 people, members.
Watching it.
Half of them is defending me and half of them saying the most horrible things about me. And they did not know me and they did not know me.
Yeah.
And I just thought, well, Shari, guess what? You wanted to be famous, you wanted to be on TV, you wanted your dream, live with it.
But you know what I also found is that it don't matter if you're in the industry or not.
Yeah.
There's always somebody who's going to talk to you because they don't like who you are or who you
Exactly.
became or who you becoming. Because to them it's like
Foreign.
It's like I get it all the time.
Yeah.
I bet you she gets it. It's like there's a lot of people that like us, there's a lot of people that don't like us.
Yeah.
When I moved to New Zealand, I was very young. And less than a year, I signed with a modeling agency. And I was on 4 billboards. And I was in 3 commercials. And I was in a major TV series. They were talking about, they were trying to get me to beat me up.
Oh shoot.
On the street from a party, there was a group of people trying to get me out, to beat me up because I'm foreigner. And who the F she thinks she is.
Wow.
That she achieved all this. So there's always people gonna hate you if you're successful. And I remember my mom, I used to get like, when I was younger, women were like, well, still now, it happened on Saturday. The more you get attention from men, the more you become successful. Women don't like another woman
Right.
who are successful.
Yeah.
And they were really, there's 2 women, they were like middle age, and they were really nasty, like really nasty. And I did not know this person who came to me and he said to me, "You my girl, you the best thing, I want to do your makeup, you look like Sophia Loren." I was like, okay. And I didn't know who he is. And then later on I realized that this guy is one of the most famous makeup artists. And I said, he was talking to those girls and they were really naughty. I said, they don't like me. They were really, I could read lips because I work with disabled kids. And I could see what they're saying. And he said, "Oh, darling, don't worry about it. They're jealous of you." And I laughed and I said, you know, one time I told my mom that, and she said, when women stop bitching about you, you have to worry. If women bitch about you, that means you still got it. When they don't, that means you don't have it anymore. You're not a competition, you're not a threat, you have to worry. And when it's happened now, I just laugh. It's like, oh, I still got it. You know?
But
So that's the mentality.
I agree, but it's so hard, isn't it? Like there's that sense of like, you want the commiseration, you want the camaraderie, you want the friendship, you want to feel like the movies.
Yeah.
In the movies, you see all these girls, they're all friends. They all have like the traveling pants of the whatever, the ya sisterhood, like they're all la la la. It's
all
crap.
movies. It's all movies.
It's crap. It's not
Like
reality.
we know Samantha and Sex and the City and Carrie, they hated each other.
Yeah.
We know the Golden
I
Girls, they
remember-
hated
They
each other.
hate each other.
You know, we know that. Like we've been on TV
Yeah,
series. we've
yeah.
been- I remember the first time in New Zealand I went on a movie set. I turned up with a jeans and a white T-shirt and my hair in a ponytail. And then they said to me, "Okay, get in your costume." So I go there and I have like this electric blue or like a mermaid dress was all open here. And I put it on and I let myself and I did my makeup. And I walked in and all the girls, I swear, like, and she said to me, "You were one of us, and suddenly you went down and you came back and you make us all feel like this and you were like this." Which is
And
not
some
my
people hate
problem.
that. They
It's
don't
not
like
like
the
I
confidence.
just be who I am, you know, that's the
Right.
glamour life. And then when we did the shoot, the director choosing me to come out all the time to be in front of the camera. And then they cast me for a part. And obviously what that meant hate. So you just to realize, very important thing, the more you become successful, the more you become well known, the more you achieve your dreams, you're going to be the more lonely. Not only that, because like now, I can't let people to my house. I can't let people, simple example, in New Zealand I had a gay man as my friend for 25 years. We love gay men because they're not going to jump on us. And because they love fashion and musicals and stuff. And I always thought he's like my brother. I did not know when I got my visa to come to America and be star in Hollywood The second day I arrived here, I have a car accident. I have four cars smashed to the back of my car, broke my back. So I was in hospital for 6 months. And my sense of humor as a comedian did not go away. So I said to him on the phone, I said, my car got gangbanged by 4 cars and I broke my back. He went to the media and said to them, Cherie got gangbanged by 4 men and they
that's
broke
how she
her
broke
back.
her
He just took the car out. It's the same
Yeah.
story I said. He just took the car out.
Yeah.
And another female friend called me and she said, Cherie is going to the media telling them that you got gangbanged by 4 guys and break. I says, not me, it's my car. I was making a joke. And she said, oh, Chris saying this to all the media. So I called him. I said, Chris, did you just say that to the media? Oh, you think you're just going to get a green card and you go to America and you become a big star and I'm here sitting in my shop? I thought you were my friend for 25 years. I thought so. I was his friend because I could get him to all the red carpets, and I could get him cocktails and a friend, and surrounded by hot guys. That's why I was his friend. And now when he didn't get anything, and that's a gay guy. That's not a woman. Woman is like even
Worse.
yeah. So you just need to understand when you become successful, choose loneliness. It's like not only that, because men want to date you because you got money and you got fame. Like Madonna said, they always come after my fame and my money.
That's what's hard. Because when I got into it, everybody was looking at me like, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah.
Then once they found out I was married, and I was married to somebody younger, they're like, then they see the cancer, they're like, "Oh, okay, we're not gonna worry about it." I'm like, "No," I said, "One, I've been around, so there's nothing there." But then to see the friendship, to see me doing what I do, they're like, "Okay, yeah." Because to me, it's not about the fame, it's not about the money. It's not about the being, it's just building the relationship there.
Right.
But it's still like I work so hard on everything I've got, and I am
You don't
single
just throw it
woman,
away.
and I'm lonely, and I like to have a man in my life. But I'm
Yeah.
not gonna let anybody walk in and take half of what I own.
No.
They could actually kill you
No.
and get what you want.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
always say
she has a
number
$1
one.
what is it? $1 lives thing. I never take that.
I go to a
It's
film
not
festival.
even funny, you guys. I am actively in the middle of a divorce right now, so yeah, no, I feel it way too hard.
And it's just like I went to all this film festival, like a film event, and all these black guys, like especially black guys, I don't know why, they keep calling me, can you support my movie? Can you give me $100,000? Who do you think I am, Angelina Jolie? Just because I produce my own TV show, I live in Beverly Hills, doesn't mean I have to spend $100,000 just on
Your
you.
stuff, yeah.
I was like, so last time this guy was calling me, oh, I want to take you out for dinner. I said, just to let you know, I'm not going to invest money. I'm not going to build your dream. I'm not going to donate $100,000 for your film. I'm not going to give you anything.
I'm
Okay.
gonna edit the
If you're
African
interested
American
in
part.
that,
Okay.
maybe we could go out. If you have all this in your mind, I'm not interested because I'm sick and tired of every single one of you. You only met me for like 5 minutes. And just because I have my own TV show and I live in Beverly Hills, it doesn't mean some stupid bitch will give you $100,000 to make your own film. Work hard and make your own film like I did. I'm not your, and this expression in America, sugar mommy, what the hell is that?
What the fuck is that?
What the hell
right?
is that?
Talk about that.
Ooh!
What?
Yes!
Can you be my sugar
Yes,
mommy?
But they don't know. But they don't even fucking tell you though. They don't even tell you. They
No.
lie to you.
I'm a beautiful woman. I don't need to be a sugar mommy for anybody.
Exactly. Just
Work-
do what you're supposed to do as a man.
Work hard like I did.
They can't
I'm a
though.
woman and I did.
That's the
So
problem.
work hard. Don't believe.
I think-
I didn't go for an old man and say, "Can you be my sugar daddy?"
Sherry, I think the problem is that we come from a generation of work hard. We don't know what it's like to be like, give me things. No,
Trust
I don't
me.
want you to give me anything. I
Those-
want to earn my place.
Those
I
men
want
are older
earn.
than I am. Older than I am. And they think, "Oh, can you give me $100,000 to pay for my film?" The director who just called me now,
Yeah.
he's trying to be very nice to me and sweetie, 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 sweetie. And then he just sent me text message, "Oh, you are SAG. It will cost me $350 to hire you per an hour." I was like, "Well, get the sponsors." And then his friend called me and he said, whatever his name was, asking me, "Can you give us $100,000 so we could get you in the movie?" Are you kidding me? You should pay me $100,000 to get you on the movie, not me putting $100,000 in your film.
Right.
A lot of people want to take advantage because they want to look for something quick and be like, "Ooh, you know what? She has 3 businesses. She has money.
Yeah.
You know what? That's top." But it's a lot of people don't understand the hard work. A lot of people don't understand that it takes networking, it takes friendships, it takes building something that you want in order to get what you want.
And trust me, when you wake up in the morning, you could have a shower and leave the door.
Uh-huh.
For women, it takes lots of money. For hair, for makeup, for nails, for body, for fitness. Everything takes money. To look that good, take lots of money. So when they come, I was like, "Oh, I want some of that." Sweetheart, take lots of things to get this. Like you get all these boys like, I want to rip your fishnet stocking. Is it $25?
Yes, exactly.
Pay me for them and then rip them.
Yes.
You're not ripping my stocking.
Absolutely.
It's $25 to $30. You
You
think
know-
it's cheap?
I have never. I love it. I love you, Sherry. I fucking love you. That is the best example.
Yeah. I love you in honey boutique lingerie. Yeah, it's $600. Buy them and I will wear them.
Yes.
And then I will wear honey boutique and you're coming with Samsung boxer shorts and you think you're good enough to be with me? No, thank you. At least get some Calvin Klein. Be equal.
So, where can they find you on social media?
Okay, so my website is Ma Shri TV, and I have to be very specific. M from mother, A from apple. Shri is like share. Everybody knows share. So share is not with S. Share is with C. CHERIE space TV. So if you want to go to my website, mashritv.com. If you want to join me on Instagram, Mashri TV as one word. If you want to find my 200 episodes on Roku, you go to streaming channel, type MA space Shri space TV, and don't follow the first logo, which you're going to see me in red hair, yellow hair, and a blue hair. Go to the second one downstairs underneath. That's my show. This is the competition for that to get you lost. So mine is the one underneath, and you'll find 200 episodes. Facebook, there's 5 of them. Cherie Laurent will do. IMDb, Cherie Laurent, or just make it easy for yourself. Just type Cherie Laurent and Google me.
How do you spell Laurent?
Laurent. It's like Yves Saint Laurent. Unfortunately, I wish I was related, but no. So Cherie like share with IE, Laurent like Yves Saint Laurent.
Beautiful.
And here we go.
Beautiful.
Call me now.
Call me now. So you
Book me
guys,
now.
thank you so much for being here with us. I am your co-host here, Jennifer Valdez from Gen to Generations, and we have
Junior of Shakedownz.
Shakedowns. Yeah, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this very special collaboration episode of Shakedowns and From Gen to Gen with our beautiful special guest, Cherie Laurent.
Thank you so much for your time. And keep following me because I do comedy. I do stand-up comedy too. And I have to behave myself this meeting and make it very serious. I'm a little bit more like a John River kind of comedy. So it's from the belt and under. And I remember she said, my mom told me don't do anything beneath the belly button. So her advice was stand on your head.
I love that.
Thank you
Well,
so much. I love
stay tuned, guys. There's so much more to come. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, babe.
Thank you.
Let's
Thank
be-
you.
let's be